Okay, Hyundai ix35 electric window switch. Supposedly we've got a problem with the car's electric window. It's the part number for use. Here you see it. It's got that type of connector on it. Zoom out a little bit. Supposedly this is faulty, but I don't think it is. I've already tested it and I think it's okay. I'm going to give you the pinouts for the wiring for the front and rear windows. It obviously has a control box which controls the automatic function. Find my little pot. Stick the screws in. There's 2 screws, Phillips size 2 screws, and then you'll need a little pry bar or screwdriver, and I'm going to take this out first. Just pop and hold each of these. Just makes it easier because you've got to pop the button off as well. So take off one side, and inevitably what happens is they all pop back in. Spin it round, pop the other clips off. The second side's always a little bit more difficult. That one's out, that one's out, that one's out. So that's the module there. Looks a bit dirty, so we can give that a clean up in a minute. Now we've got to pop this window lock switch, which is the one that goes down and up, off. So just gently use that side, prise that up a little bit, and it will pop off and fly in your face. There's just a little clip it's held in with. Apply that in there. That's your auto lock for your doors. Sorry, that's your lock for your doors, and this one is an automatic. So you've got 2 positions, position 1, position 2, which is the automatic, position 1 which is normal manual, position 2 which is automatic. These ones are the clicky ones, so that would be a passenger front window, passenger or left hand rear window, and right hand rear window. That one's obviously the driver's window. You don't need to take these buttons off, they should be absolutely fine because they're just a plastic sort of switch. I'll show you in a second. Next you need to pop these ones off. This will reveal the circuit board. So that's those 3. And then that one, and that one. And yes, they do come apart this easily. So we'll leave that there just for reference. This circuit board just comes out. The 2 screws that hold it in are there and there. So that holds the switches down. And as you can see, all the switches here are just little rockers. What they've got is I'll zoom in a little bit. They've got a high and low, so when you pull it that way, it pushes down on that one, and when you push it that way, it pushes down on that one at the back. Sorry, I'm moving my camera a little bit too bad, and the lighting is terrible, I'm afraid. So that one is your up, and that one's your down, and that's the same on all of the switches. So down and up. And on this one, there it is, that would be up and that would be down. This one moves into position 1 or position 2, and moves to position 1 and position 2. Then this one here is lock and unlock, or unlock and lock, yeah. And then this one's just a roll because it's got a switch in it. You do have light guides. I'll zoom back out, zoom in a little bit. you do have light guides at the front here for lighting the switches up, the middle and the bottom. On this one I lighted blue. Move that out of the way. So this is the back of the board. You have one multimeter in place. Excuse the multimeter, it's a bit scratched and bruised and battered. This is my very old one. So you have a circuit all the way up to the top here. This is your lock and unlock switch. So at the moment it's allowing electricity pass through. Press the switch, I'm just pressing it down on the board here, and it stops it. So this is your earth. It's actually labelled, luckily, which is nice. So it's actually labelled as earth. It's got a lock by exposure, and that's window lock, WL. Nice thing is about Hyundai is they label them up. So if I press it so electricity passes through, and then we can test the rest of it. Just zoom out, excuse any mess on the floor, it is my workshop sort of thing. Right, flip it over. I'll zoom in a little bit again. Flip it over. We have drivers, passengers front, driver's side rear, passenger side rear. So that's left rear, right front, left front. Okay. Again, luckily, this is all labelled up, which makes it dead easy to trace the wires. So, take that out of the way because it's causing a bit of a shadow. You've got down one and up one. They are both connected to earth at the moment. Then you've got back left positive. Back left positive also powers the front left. So if I'll try and do this with fingers, excuse me, right, just got to get the meter leads in, which obviously you can pull in. Right, so if I go on to positive and up one, which is the left window up, when I press, I can't remember which one it is, excuse the little shakes, that's something that I've had for a little while. The left up becomes positive when you press that one down, and stays negative when you press that one down. The down becomes positive when you press that one, as long as you've got your meter leads on right. It is sliding around on the table a bit. So if I press down on that, I'll just test it on there, that switches on to positive. So that means that you have, when you press down, you have a positive on here and a negative on there, because they're both connected to negative at all times, unless you press that switch. And the opposite way around, that one becomes positive when you go up, and that one's negative. So that sends the power out to the wires. So on the back of your connector, that would be up and down. So right hand one is up, right hand one is down. So that goes positive when you're going down, and that one's negative. And when you're going up, that one's positive, that one's negative. That's for your passenger side front window. Your earth is there and there. So they are the 4 pins across. So that one there and that one there should be earth. Zoom out again. It's really shaky when I zoom in, sorry. So that one there is a positive, that one there is a positive, that one there's a positive. So this is a positive for your front passenger window. This one's positive for your rear passenger window. This one is positive to that one for your driver's side rear window. There is no positive for the driver's side front window. It uses a negative switch which is sent to the ECU of the actual switch, motor in the door, I believe. I haven't got one of those handy. So, quick description. We're going to have to reverse this, I'm afraid. That is up and that is down for your driver's window. They are both connected to... Sorry, switch isn't in the right place. When this is the middle, they are both disconnected from earth. When you go up, it connects it to earth on the up. When you go down, it doesn't. This is the driver's side window. This one, when you go down, it connects it to earth. So that one's up, that one's down. Okay, make sure that's in the middle when you put it back together, otherwise your windows won't work. Trigger auto is connected to earth, which is that one there. Sorry, not that one there. The AT trigger is connected when you go all the way up. It's not connected to the first bit, it's connected all the way up and all the way down. So what the electric window motor will see is that you're pressing an earth to up 2, and if you push it a bit further it'll also press an earth to trigger 2, automatic trigger 1, sorry. I feel like starting this bit again. So that earth connects when you go to the first position to up. When you go to the second position, it also connects to there. That'll allow your windows to go all the way up automatically and down automatically. Right, these switches, this one's connected to the positive of this switch. This one's connected to the positive of this switch, which are those pins there, positive, positive. These two are connected to negative. So the earth at the moment is on, it's quite difficult to see because I'm on the wrong screen. Zoom in a bit. So these two pins here are both connected to earth at the moment. So that one is down 3. That's connected to the, where's my earth? There's my earth. Earth, and that one's up 3, which is connected to earth. This one is down 4 and up 4. So these are the earths that come from this switch. So if I put the test leads on the earth and the up, so I'm not getting a very good connection, you'll see that it disconnects when I press up. But it connects to, very awkward, so I need my helping hands, which are actually not here at the moment. So if I connect it to the positive, it shorts out when you press that button there. Same with this one. This one turns positive when you connect that one, and it's negative at all the other times. As soon as you press that down, disconnects the negative, connects the positive instead. So positive will go on there when you're putting the window down, and negative will be there. Positive will be there when you put the window up, negative will be there. Same with this switch. So positive will be, I think this is up, that's up. Positive is there when you're up, not when you're down. And positive is there when you're down, not on the pin. positive is there. So that would be positive, that would be negative, or that would be positive, that would be negative, depending on which side you press down. Now, this switch at the top here, which you can't see, I just showed you earlier. Zoom back out. Zoom in a bit, turn it that way. So this switch here disconnects that earth, which comes to that side, to that side. So the far pin is disconnected from there, which means that none of these now get an earth. So if I'm on the earth there, that's not getting an earth, that's not getting an earth, that's not getting an earth, that's not getting earth, until I release this button. So that's how it disables the rear windows. So if this switch goes faulty, your rear windows won't work at all. Probably need contact cleaner in there. Let's just test that we're getting earth. So this one here, which is TA, I believe, let's have a look, that's the earth, it goes to there. Excuse the messing about, I'm going to have to find out which one of these goes to the LEDs. If I can get one of the LEDs to light up. Oh, my multimeter's turned off. That's why. Isn't that a pain in the arse? So that one there, can't see. That one there, which is TA, is for your lights. So that's your positive coming in, goes to your LEDs through a little resistor, through there, and to your earth. So all of the LEDs turn on when I touch that one. And this one is, where is it? I need to zoom in again so I can see. Lock open and unlock. So that's lock, that's unlock. These ones, I have to zoom out again. It's a pain in the arse zooming in and out. That switch there connects to earth when you go to the unlock position, which is there. So that's unlock, and lock is that side. So see how it shorts out to earth? That one shorts out that way. So it's simple as that. So we've got obviously reversed for the other side of the connector. Back left and front left positive. What's D3 and D1 again? Unlock and lock for the front door. ATI, which is the automatic trigger. Lock, then an earth and an earth beside each other. Then your LEDs, which is your backlights. Then driver's door, lock and unlock. Back rear positive, which is that pin there. Then back rear up and down, whichever way around it goes, it's positive on one and negative on the other. Earth again. Lock for your window, for your doors. Unlock for your left rear door, and lock for your left rear door. Down for your left rear door, sorry. And that one's your positive left and right. So Again, positive for left windows, positive for right windows, up for this window, down for this window, which is the right rear, earth, lock and unlock, which are side by side, which both go negative when it's locking. That one is up for the right left hand rear window, that one's down for the left hand rear window, that one is up and down for the left hand front window, that one is up and down for the driver's side window. Again, LED and earth and unlock. So when you flip it over, obviously all of those get reversed. So hopefully that describes how the switch works. They should all be cleanable. In theory, you should be able to get some isopropyl in there and give them a click, click, click and clean them up. These are the spring holders, so the spring's on the other end of these. So it's impractical really to take them apart, although you could. Obviously you can desolder it fairly easily just with a heat gun or soldering iron, and pop them off and replace the switch, which would possibly be a little bit cheaper if you can find a switch. Again, this is just a simple track going to there, this track goes to there, that allows the power to go through, depending on whether you're in. This is for the unlock, sorry, the up and down. So you can see that trace goes to both up and down with your earth. Does it? No, that's your auto trigger. So when this is pushed all the way forwards, it shorts those two out. When it's pushed all the way back, it also shorts those two out. It'll be on a track underneath this switch. I'm not going to take the switch off because it's a pain in the ass to put back together. That one will be up and that one will be down, I would imagine. Or no, actually it goes underneath on a different veer, so it goes to a veer here and goes to a veer there, which must go through a third layer in the board. Yeah, there's a third layer in the middle. So hopefully you understand that. If not, punch me a message. Most important thing to know is that that earth there is those two there, and the positive and positive for the rears are there and there. You don't have, I've got it off camera again, positive for the rear windows is there and there, and the passenger window, and that is the earth for both of them. And if you don't get the earth on this pin or this pin or this pin or this pin, your windows just aren't going to work. So that's obviously at the bottom of the board. Zoom back out and I'll reassemble it. It's fairly straightforward. So as you're looking at the connector, make sure it's in properly. As you're looking at the connector, that is your left positive, that's your left hand unlock and lock, that's your earth. That one is your right positive and right up and down, and that's your earth. That's your lock and unlock. That is your unlock and lock for your driver's door, so they should both go to earth. One or the other will go to earth depending upon which way around you're doing it, or which window you do, up or down. Then you've got your LED, which is that one, your backlights. Then earth again, so both of those are earths. Then unlock, which is the fourth one across from the top. Then your automatic will get an earth if you push it all the way down or all the way up. Then up and down for your passenger front window. Again, this is an ix35 Hyundai. I think some of the other Hyundais will have the same switches in. When you go to put it back together, it's vital that you make sure these are in the middle. and that these switches here are set in the middle. Okay, they're spring loaded. Pop that back on, give it a click, pop the screws back in. Very, very easily serviceable. No microprocessors or anything else on them. I had I think a Ford Focus or something like that the other week. The suspected faulty switches, it turned out to be the motor was seized. I'm going to have probably the same sort of problem with this. It's going to be one of the wires is broken, or something is shorting out the positive or the negative to earth, which means that whenever you go to use the switch, it won't switch, which is more than likely. So I'm going to have to go and test this on the car. Make sure you put your switch right in the middle, just quick click, and then go back to the car, make sure it's up, because if it's down you won't have any windows, which might also be the problem. Some people don't quite understand how things need to go back together. Just pop it back in there, make sure they all click. I would take that apart for you, but this is working and I don't want to mess about with it. They're a pain in the arse because all little metal contacts go in all directions. But I have had to fix these quite a few times. They sometimes get hot if you use them for a long time, which is the window movement. So sometimes this solder actually starts to desolder itself. The solder actually ends up in a little ball on the end. Don't know why they get that hot, because they shouldn't really. Very rarely used, but yes, occasionally they do get hot. Up, down, left, right, and window in and out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this quick clean up and go out and test it on the car, which I'm afraid you won't be able to see because I'm at a dealership. Speak to you later. Bye bye.